Now, butchers in the Abuko Abattoir are reflecting on the business opportunities brought about by the 2021 Eat of Tabaski. This year's Tabaski sales came at a time when there is noticeable hikes in prices or prices of basic food commodities, including meat and vegetable, in all major markets. Dealers in animals at the Central Abattoir share mixed feelings regarding business during the Tabaski in a COVID-19 situation. Ashade Chow has more in this report.
The song of concern over prices of basic food commodities across markets, especially during the festive period of Eid ul-Adha, is also chanted by dealers in meat. Such expressions are reflexive of a situation where the majority live from hand to mouth, given the low flow of income and, worst of all, the lack of price control in the market. Butchers in Abuko Abattoir took the note of low sales during the Eid, a true situational irony regarding the merriment of the annual religious festival. Modesen, one of the butchers, described this year's sales as one of the lowest in many years, observing that buyers have not come in full force. He wondered who to blame on the perception of high prices of meat. On the side of the butchers, he said, the price of meat is dependent on the cost of the animals from dealers.
I
can say we have sold meat, but not like it used to be, because the meat is very expensive. Even the butchers know that the meat is quite expensive. The way we sell it is definitely not to our liking, because we calculate before buying it. Those who don't really know will conclude that it is the butchers who usually increase the price of meat so as to capitalize on them.
In the case of beef, Modi projected the justification of cattle sellers for their prices based on the transportation, taxes and other costs involved in the sales. Alaji Korkar is another butcher who blamed the situation on the lack of public attention on agriculture, particularly the rearing of animals at a large scale. It would have been a different story, he said, had every household been minded of the breeding of sheep or goat for either domestic or commercial purposes.
We, the
citizens of this country, should focus on agriculture because it includes the rearing of animals. The people of this country, including myself, should at least try to rear either a goat so that it helps them in occasions like Tabaski or naming ceremonies. My advice is that people should buy and rear animals because it is part of agriculture. The government cannot buy cows, sheep or goats and give it for free. People shouldn't depend on the government. Many people selling cattle here are basically from Senegal or some other places, and if they come here to sell, they make sure they calculate the transportation because each cow that enters the Gambia is charged.
While butchers are calling on the government to consider a review of the taxes on the sales of animals and animal products, consumers are concerned about the need for price control on all basic food commodities, including meat. For iAfrica News, Aisha Chow.